All right, we're actually early enough to go live that we got light. We don't have the fake lights on. We got the sun out. So I'm gonna get this one in early. Reason being, Friday Night Lights, got a football game tonight. So I'm gonna pick up right where I left off with our last night. If you watched last night, we switched over and we went away from the wooden dowel, and we started in with some canvas bumpers. So we used the wooden dowel to start out with. It was a familiar thing for her. Levi is in. Welcome, Levi. So as people start coming on, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor and share it as well. I'm going to start out tonight instead of with the wooden dowel. This will be the first time we do this. I'm going to start out with the bumper, the canvas bumper. I'll probably use a couple different sizes. I'm going to repeat what we had success with towards the end of our lesson last night. I'm going to move her feet. I'm going to see if I can't do it without the collar. If you watched, I had to build her confidence walking across this. There's an elevation change here, and there's actually a gap. It's hard for you to see it, but there's two freezers here, so she had to step up and over. She struggled with that a little bit, but she got going with it. Chris is in. Aaron Garlock got in. Patrick Hawkins, good afternoon to you. Jeff Trudell, how are you doing? Friday Night Lights, of course. Angie is in. Welcome, guys. If you do me a favor too, I used to kind of think giveaway stuff was cheesy, but I kind of think it's fun now. So one of the things we're going to do is, if you're willing to share this video tonight, I'm going to look at the end and see how many shares we had. I'm going to have Red pick a random winner of someone who shared tonight's live video, and we're going to send them some DogBone stuff. So if you would do me the favor of sharing it, I'd really appreciate it. I hate to have to offer to give stuff away, and I don't have to usually. Most of you guys have been awesome about it, and I really appreciate what you're doing for us, so helping us grow this thing. The reason I like to share it is because when it gets live, we're able to get interaction, and I think there's a lot of value in that. So Jerry's in. Angie's watching from the field. I suppose she's blasting some geese. Jerry Sorensen's in. Welcome, Jerry. So I'm going to get started. She's settling in nicely. I think she's in nicer than settling in quicker and nicer than she has in the past. So tonight I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to change it slightly. I'm going to start out with the big bumper. So we've got this big fire hose bumper. I am going to move her over here, and I'm going to see if I can't get her to move her feet like we did last night. Come on, come on. Turn her around here. Come on. I'm going to try to get her onto that end. Now, she gets real bracy when I start trying to push her around on here. I don't want to do that, but I do want to get her down on this, scooted down to this end, because I'm going to call her back this way. So we're going to start right where we left off last night. Still getting the gums out of the way. Hold. Hold. I'm still going to make sure we get a nice solid position. Hold. Because this is only the second day we've used canvas bumpers. We've changed the object. Hold. So I don't want anything to be different. I want the same good habit that we formed with the dowel to transfer to these bumpers. Hold. Brian Frisk, I think it was Brian Frisk, had sent me a message yesterday, and he had some issues. He went from, he tried getting his dog to move his feet. Didn't have any issues with the hold with the dowel. I think he was with a wooden dowel. Hold. And he went from stationary really good to, he got the dog moving his feet, and the dog spit it out immediately. As soon as he moved his feet, he spit it out. He said, now I'm having a real hard time. So he said, what do I do? And I said, you got to go back. So it needs to be a call coming in there, so I had to turn that one off. Hold. This is a real long repetition. Hold. You can tell it's not a very good one. The reason is I'm not paying any attention to her. Dead. So I'm going to stop jabbering. This is a great example. I wasn't even thinking about it, but I put a thing in her mouth and I start talking to you guys, and a phone call comes in, and I'm distracted, and all of a sudden her head's down here. And so this small thing that me not paying attention, she does so much better when I focus on her. We get that connection going. So when I need to learn from that. So next time I shove it in her mouth, I better be paying attention. So I'm not going to move her feet now, because that wasn't a very good repetition. So I want to get a good one out of it. But Brian Frisk had an issue when he moved his feet with his dog, spit the bumper out. Now he's got a problem. So I said, go back. You got to go back. And he's been doing it about a week longer than her. So I said, maybe that's not long enough. I don't know. I don't know your dog. I haven't seen it. I don't know how solid it is. It's a good example of, if you go too quickly, you'll run into issues. They'll pop up. So I'm actually going to pay attention to her. And I'm going to focus on getting a good cadence. Hold. Hold. I'm going to work towards getting a really nice repetition so that I can move her feet and pick right up where we left off yesterday. Hold. Look at her eyes, though. She's right on me. Hold. Hold. Good. Good. There's the statue that I'm looking for. Hold. Look at the difference in this repetition to the last one. Hold. Hold. Dead. Very nice. What was the difference? I actually was focused on her. I was paying attention. I wasn't distracted, which it's clear to me when she knows when I've got this thing going, I'm out of my own. I can't have that. So if I want perfection, I better pay attention myself and not put it all on my dog. Hold. Hold. This is a big bumper for a little pup. Hold. Yesterday we worked from small to big. Today we're going to go big to small. Similar, but I'm changing things. Adding layers, like links on a chain. Just add another link, add another link, add another link. Pretty soon you got a chain. Hold. But make that link solid before you start adding another link to it. Hold. Good. Hold. Good. Hold. Good. Dead. Very nice. Now I'm going to move her. I'm going to move her over. A little confidence with this bumper. Come on. Come on. That's it. Come on. Come on. I want to spin her butt around. Come on. She's a little nervous about that corner. Sit. Hey. Come on. A little nervous about that corner because she's slipped in that corner a few times. That's in her mind. The back of her mind. Hold. Hold. And this time I'm going to try to move her a little bit. Hold. Very nice. Hold. All right, come on. Come on. Let's move your feet. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Now she's really got to think about it. Come on. That's it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Scooch on over. Very good. Come on. Come on. Spry. Come on. Here's that big step. Very good. Come on. Hold. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Spry. Come on. Now remember yesterday she wouldn't come across there without me having that lead. Come on. I really want to get her without it. Come on. Spry. Come on. Good girl. Very good. Now get her right back up. Hold. Hold. Finish it the way I need it finished. Get it up. Hold. Very good. If you could see her tail right now, it's wagging. You're so good. Very good. Hold. 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 Very good. Dead. That's it. Now come on. Good girl. Now, I'm going to switch bumpers. I'm going to go to this one. This is a lot easier for her. It's real thin. Much easier for her to hold on to with her little mouth. I'm going to build off of that last one and get her across that. Now, she hung up right here. I really had to encourage her. So when I talk about saving that excitement for the moments you really need it, that was one I needed. I had to get her excited. Come on, come on, come on. But if I do that all the time and they boil over and lose it, it works backwards. Save it so when you need it, it pushes them over. It allowed her to have the, he really wants me to come across there. Okay. And boom, I got her. Hold. Mark just joined in. Nicole is in. Angie's in. Jeff is in. Chris is in. Samantha's in. Kyle's in. Sky got in. Jason Erickson got in. Jeff, hold. Notice as soon as I quit paying attention to her where it goes. Hold. So I'm going to watch her in the screen now. No. Hold. 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 Boy, was that bad. Inside, I'm celebrating right now. I'm so glad she did that because it allowed for me to give her a correction. For the last however many nights, look at her right now. She's a statue. She goes, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Hold. Good. Good. Hold. Very good. Hold. Good. Dead. That's it. Good. I don't get too excited there. I don't want her to boil over. I really want her to put this in the back of her mind and go, holy he really was upset. What was it that made me so upset? She spit the bumper out. So she just learned more from this repetition than any of the repetitions we've had in the last 3 or 4 days. So I wasn't joking when I said I'm so excited inside right now because she just did that, and I was able to correct it, and my timing was good. It was a little bit late because it hit the ground. I'm really glad I had this screen to see it fall, or I would have missed it by even more. Hold. You're out of habit. I say hold. She doesn't have anything in her mouth. She's going, I don't know what you're talking about. But what I really liked about that was I don't mind a mistake like that. She'll learn from it. She learned from that, guaranteed. If she hadn't made that mistake, clearly hold didn't necessarily mean exactly what I wanted it to. So by her dropping it, we just had a chance for her to learn something. And here's another thing. I've talked about this with her on retrieves, and Wyatt Anderson was filming me once, and he asked me when I got done. I was mad. I sounded really angry. No, get over here. And she came, and as soon as she came to me, good girl, that's a good girl. Tail wagging, sit. And I tried to explain at that moment. I said, Wyatt, I sound like I'm really angry with my dogs. But good dog trainers are like good pitchers in baseball. They got really short memories. Good athletes have really short memories. You screw up, you can't linger on it, right? So that you got to have a short memory and you forget about it and you move on to the next play. Well, with this dog, I have to have good trainers have short memories. They don't hold things against dogs. So she made a mistake. I corrected it. The timing was there. The amount of pressure, the level was there. My tone was there. I didn't have to rough her up. I just changed my tone of voice and she went, ugh. And then the second that she did what I wanted her to, locked up just like this, I had forgotten about the drop. And I told her how good she was. Very good. You're good. So I went from really mad to really happy in a really short period of time. And I wasn't mad. So you got to have a short memory. If you get upset with your dog because they made a mistake and you hold that grudge against them the rest of the session because you're mad because, God, they made that mistake and they just driving me nuts. Well, then stop the lesson because you're just going to go downhill with them. Hold. So we got a little learning in here. Tonight we will learn more tonight than we've learned in any lesson, probably with the exception of maybe the first or second lesson. We'll learn more tonight than we have before. So I might not even push it. I might not even move some feet. I'm going to build off of what we just did. Hold. Hold. You got to remember, we're only on the second night of the bumper. And she had a drop. So now I go, okay, we're not ready to move on. We're going to get as good with the bumper as we were the wooden dowel. And then we'll get as good with the bumper as we'll get as good with the training dummy as we will the bumper. And then we'll continue to change objects. We'll put some feathers on it. We'll do all sorts of stuff. And we'll incrementally cover all these little sessions with different objects. I saw a couple people make comments that they had shared. I appreciate that. Angie says she shared as always. She always does. Rick is in from Oregon. I think Rick might be new to some of these. Tonight, guys, if you share it for me, or if you watch this later and you share it for me, I'm going to pick from the shares. We're going to pick a winner. We're going to send some DogBone stuff because I really want to try to. I found that is the best way to grow it. Hold. The awareness of what we're doing. Hold. Hold. Boy, she's a statue. Very nice. Very good. Hold. Very good. Hold. That's a very good girl. Dead. That's it. That's it. Nice. Go right back in. So I'm changing my cadence a little bit. We're going right back in. Hold. Very good. I'm going to take a step away. I'm going to see what her reaction is. Hold. She's still real attentive to me. I'm at arm's distance from her, so I can't touch her. Hold. That's about the change I'm going to make. Just move away a little bit. Hold. Tail wags. Very good. Hold. Hold. I don't like touching them too much. I see way too many people touching them. Hold. Hold. You touch them, I think it's right here. Hold. Occasionally I'll come in and give her one of these. Hold, just to test more than anything. It's not a praise thing. Hold. There, that's good. Very good. I'm at a little bit more of a distance from her. I'm moving around and we've extended the time. Hold. And I'm making her turn her head. Hold. That's good. Good girl. Dead. Now I'm done. That's it. So, a real nice session as far as progress, I think. Made a mistake. That's okay. I think we have to make mistakes in order for them to understand. So, that's perfect. Got a couple more people that said they shared. I appreciate that, guys. Let me scroll through. Has anybody got questions? The first time you put a dog up on a table, or whatever you have them on, do you just let them get used to it, or do you get going with the dowel the same session? Jeff, I usually don't start the dowel the first night because they're usually not ready for it. So we're usually just settling them in. It might take 2-3 days. So you're going to be tethering them off to start out with. I think, one thing I think, like Mike and Nicole Schulte, I would get this table set up better. We talked about them last night. I'd get the table set up better. I'd get the tied out, the tethering better. And then I'd just let Zeke settle in. Get a nice, comfortable feel. Get good in that spot before I start adding anything with wooden dowels. So, yeah, it might take days before I actually bring in anything as far as hold. Let's see. Nicole is watching, I think. So, Nicole, I hope that helped last night for you and Mike. Continue to film it. It'll help me. Wyatt Anderson just got a tripod because he said it's just, I can't film and train at the same time. Neither can I. That's why these tripods help. Mark says, what's up? Spry is beautiful. She's coming along. She looks a lot like Taylor, her mom. Ron joined in. Hey, Ron. Day 5 still can't get her head to stay up. Then you stay right there until you do, and then when you do, you'll take another step, and then you'll take another step. Sky says, I'm informative. Well, I've been called worse, I suppose. Alex got in from down in Kentucky. Is John hunting Alex? Stephanie shared it. I appreciate it. Zach shared it. Sky shared it. Thank you guys for sharing. Nina the Farm. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one, but I like it. Looks great. She did well. She made a mistake, but I like that. This collapsible DogBone water bowl has been my favorite tool for early season. It is nice, and it clips to a training bag, and Angie might be letting the cat out of the bag here. We're going to give one of those away to a random winner who shares it. So we're going to give a bag and a whistle away. Oh, please be me. Really want a whistle and a bag. I'm not giving the bag away, but I'm going to give the bowl away. Let's see. Chris shared. Thank you, guys. Thank you, all of you guys. Anybody got any questions? Colin got in. Colin from, I think you're still down in Texas, aren't you, Colin? Shoot, we are at a volleyball game last night. Oh, yeah. So Nicole didn't even see it. Nicole, you guys were the center of attention. We filmed. I showed your videos that you sent me. So, yeah, you'll want to watch that. You and Mike shared with a bunch of invites. Awesome, Mark. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Well, Friday Night Lights, we got a football game to get to. I hope you guys do too. If not, have a great weekend. Keep working. Keep working, because I'm not going to get anywhere quickly with any dog I ever work with. We're going to take a bunch of tiny little steps that are basically, I can't even measure the progress day to day, but week to week, month to month, Spry is living proof of it. So if you look back, it wasn't that long ago that Spry we were working on making sure she didn't pee in the house. And in the blink of an eye, we got this. And we're a long, long ways from where we're going to go with her. So continue, guys. Baby steps. Be patient. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. I don't know how many other sayings we can use for this, but be patient with it. And we'll get there, and we'll all get there when we get there. It really doesn't matter when, as long as we do. So you guys have a great night. We'll talk to you. I'm gonna be around this weekend, so it's likely you will see us live to continue this hold conditioning as the weekend goes on. Too much touching for her. Look at her boil over. So before she gets down off that freezer, I'm gonna let her settle in. So when she gives me a change, she gets a nice little reward of doing something. But that's another nice little crazy example that just happened to show up. So let her settle in. You guys have a great night. We'll talk soon.